you seen Star Wars?
My favorite Sith Lord in Star Wars is Darth Bane. His trilogy in Legends is one of the best stories in the franchise, and thankfully Darth Bane is in the new Star Wars canon, which we will go over today. But a new comic book adds a lot more to his story and the history of the Sith Order. Before we get started, guys, please leave a like on today's video if you're a fan of Darth Bane, and subscribe to the channel. So here's the canon breakdown of Darth Bane from the Secrets of the Sith novel. So in the book, there's a section called Master and Apprentice, and it reads, "A millennia ago, the Sith and Jedi were nearly equal in number, but unchecked ambition and infighting turned our order against itself. Weakened by their own hand, the Sith were nearly wiped from existence by the opportunistic Jedi. But there was a Sith who survived the culling, the great Darth Bane. It was he who reshaped the Sith, creating a new hierarchy to ensure the survival of our order. His rule, too, dictated that only 2 Sith Lords could exist at any one time. A master to possess the unlimited power of the dark side, and an apprentice to covet it. But no Sith is ever content merely coveting power. A true Sith takes the power from themselves. Lord Bane's own apprentice struck him down to claim Bane's place, and so began the magnificently vicious cycle. Many Sith apprentices, myself included, have supplanted their masters in order to ascend, yet not all apprentices survive long enough to see the power they were taught to desire." So this passage describes Darth Bane and his impact on the Sith Order for generations to come, and he's even called Great by Sidious, which is a high praise coming from the most powerful Sith of all time. But this new 2020 Star Wars comic book run, on the recent issue number 20, there is a panel that mentions Darth Bane, and here's what it says. So in this panel, Luke is talking to a holocron, or the ghost of Elzar Mann, and it says, "This is what it was like in my time. We were never alone. Sometimes we were all connected, like truly. I have a friend, she hears the Force as music, and it doesn't matter, she must be gone too. But this is what the Order was for me, a golden age, about 8 centuries after we ended the rule of Sith Lord Darth Bane." And I think they say, like, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, Darth Bane, question mark, it's too much. I'm assuming that's Luke saying, like, wow, this is a lot of information. So this changes the original version of what the Jedi view of Darth Bane in the original story of the Expanded Universe. In the Expanded Universe, the Jedi thought the Sith were all killed when the Brotherhood of Darkness were tricked by Darth Bane into using the Thought Bomb, wiping out all the Sith and an entire Jedi army. It wasn't until years later the Jedi fought the Sith Lord Darth Bane and his new apprentice Darth Zana. When the Jedi searched for the Sith and they found Bane's body, they assumed the line of Sith had ended, and so did the Rule of Two. It's kind of weird how the Jedi knew of the Rule of Two in the movies based on what we knew in the Expanded Universe. It wasn't really a good way to tell the story, and it wasn't a good way for them to find out, but this new comic changes that in a way that could fix this inconsistency. Instead of seeing Bane as just some Sith Lord who was killed after the starting of a new order, this new version of Bane is seen as a former ruler whose death brought the end to the 1,000-year war between the Sith and the Jedi. This really gives Bane a lot more of a powerful legacy in the history of Star Wars. Him being a ruler means he was considered powerful even among the Jedi Order. We don't know how he died, but now we even have a better version of the timeline of the Sith Order in a new way that gave me a theory about Darth Bane and the Brotherhood of Darkness that I'll get into in another video because that just needs to be a little bit longer. So the Phantom Menace is 32 BBY, and 8 centuries ago means 800 years, and the High Republic timeline starts in 232 BBY. So, well, actually, I'm getting this wrong, because if Elzar Mann is saying it's 8 centuries after the rule of Darth Bane, then it's 8 centuries for him, not 8 centuries for Luke or the Phantom Menace. So, if that's the math that we're going off of, 1,000 BBY is around the time that we can expect Darth Bane to be like a ruler and his timeline to happen. So, pretty much we have, like maybe like 200 or maybe even 300 years of Star Wars history that we've kind of covered with the High Republic, the Phantom Menace, now we have a new phase of the High Republic. Phase 2 is 150 years before the current stories of the High Republic. So, stick with me here. It's a little confusing, but that means that there's like 700 years of time to fill between Darth Bane's rule and the High Republic era. And it's neat it's a little neat, but it's slowly building the entire Star Wars timeline to a traceable point, which is something we've always really wanted from the new canon. We know that the Rule of Two also lasted 1,000 years before the Phantom Menace, meaning that there's 200 years between the start of the Rule of Two and the end of Bane's rule, it seems. But ending his rule doesn't mean that Bane died. That could be a reference to killing a Sith Lord that they thought was maybe the last of the Sith from the Rule of Two lineage. Maybe the Jedi believed that Bane died, thousands of years ago, and the 200 years later they found out what they believed to be the last Sith Lord from the Rule of Two and then destroyed them. So it's kind of confusing how the timeline works right now because we don't really know what's happening with Bane, but him saying, Elzar Mann saying that it's 8 centuries before the Golden Age of the Jedi, which is around 200 BBY, that means 1000 BBY is when we can expect the Rule of Two to either be started or have already begun its lineage. Then, everything kind of flows from there. We have the Sith who lived on for, another 800 years, or technically 1,000 at this point, leading up to Darth Plagueis, then to Darth Sidious, who fulfilled the vision of the Darth Bane and the Rule of Two, and then he defeated the Jedi. I love how already the new Star Wars canon is giving Bane a rich backstory that has a lot of mystery surrounding it. In the expanded universe, we fans knew that Bane was a great duelist and one of the most powerful Sith of all time, but now in this new canon, we fans know, but so do the characters know in the universe as well. We all know now how powerful the Sith Lord really is. I really can't wait to learn more about Bane's story in the Star Wars canon. Did he manipulate the Brotherhood of Darkness to defeat, and as he did in the original story? I mean, that would be kind of a cool way to do it. I really liked the first Darth Bane novel. It is very, very good. Please check out my review on that. Or was he a survivor of the war against the Jedi, and then he took off on the Rule of Two doctrine? There's a lot of new ways that they can play off Bane's survival from the culling of the Jedi Order. What's also curious is, did he learn about the Rule of Two from Darth Revan, like he did in the expanded universe, or did he learn it from other Sith Lords, or maybe even about it from the Doctrine of the Dyad, which Sidious says is the real influence of the Rule of Two, and that comes from the Secrets of the Sith novel. So, by the way, if you guys want to get that Secrets of the Sith novel, use the link in the description below. I have a coupon that gets you 15% off of that book. Use the code Star Wars Saga for that, but check that out in the comment section or in the description below. Tell me your thoughts about Darth Bane's new canon backstory in Star Wars. When do you think we're going to learn more about this ancient Sith Lord? If you want to learn more about the Sith and their secrets, like I said, click the link in my description to get your copy of Secrets of the Sith and save 15% off your order by using the code Star Wars Saga. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on today's video and help me beat the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more content like this. Don't forget to check out the Tatooine Show. We do them every Wednesday night. Follow the official YouTube channel as well as our social media accounts. Thank you guys. May the Force be with you always.